Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansu, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're not following us on the Dreamerspro podcast, make sure you click the link in the description below. We're on Spotify, we're on iTunes. Make sure you follow us there and leave a rating and let us know what you think about the show. Anyway, let me get into this this right here. As you guys know, we produced a live show yesterday. We were amongst the first batch of people that broke the news on the internet that Team USA, their men's basketball team, had been eliminated from the FIBA games. And they lost to Germany. I don't remember the points margin, but they lost pretty handily, right? It wasn't like as if it was just like nail biter. Germany beat them fair and square. And that surprised a lot of people. We did a live about that, and I expressed some of my thoughts. To quickly summarize what I said in that live, I essentially said that, number one, it looks like we have plumbers. We have some plumbers and firemen also in this current era. Apparently so. Because in the past, all I heard was that they were just plumbers and firemen. But looks like we got some plumbers in this particular era as well. I don't know. Y'all help me figure it out. This is the most skilled, physically advanced set of NBA players in NBA history, and it just got smacked twice in the span of 2 weeks. First was by Lithuania when they lost, I believe, 110 to 104. And then now they just got eliminated by Germany. But hey, who knows? Maybe I missed something. So I went up there and I said that I also spoke about the fact that it would have been nice to see some of the higher profile players compete within this competition. But then some people said it's no big deal. The bigger names are going to be competing maybe in the Olympics. All right, we'll see. We'll see. No problem. We can hold on to that. But then, as we were doing the live show, I noticed some comments kind of flying in the comment section because it's hard for me to follow those because they come in so fast, and if I read them, I'm going to lose my train of thought. But I noticed I kept on seeing the name no allows, laughing emoji, no allows, laughing emoji, no allows, laughing emoji. I was like, oh, and then people referring to what he said. So for those of you who don't remember, essentially about 2 or 3 weeks ago, no allow, the American sprint track star, basically went out there and won the 100-meter dash, right? Hell of an athlete, represented his country tremendously. So he went out there and won. Then he was sitting in the press room being interviewed, and I don't know what brought up the question. I don't know what brought up the question or the comment or whatever it was, but out of nowhere, he all of a sudden decided that, you know what, it's time for me to take a you-know-what on some of these NBA players. And he basically went into this little mini rant where he was cracking on these dudes like, yo, hold up. Y'all are over here talking about y'all the world champs. Y'all ain't the world champions of nothing. And his comments got under people's skin so much that some NBA players like Kevin Durant, Kendrick Perkins, and a list of other NBA players came back at him like, yo, what's up with son? So what we want to do is we want to quickly play what he had to say. It's a very short clip, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what Noah Lyles had to say about the NBA championship. Take a listen to that there.
You know, the thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
So you heard what he had to say, right? Now, those comments that he made got under a lot of people's skin. But apart from that, it sparked this huge conversation in the sports world and beyond about whether or not are the NBA champions, or the team that wins the NBA championship, are they considered the world champion? And this brought out everybody to give their 2 cents. Even my cousin messaged me like, yo, did you hear what DJ said? Are you going to be talking about it? Like, yes, I'm going to be talking about it. But basically, people like Stephen A. Smith and others basically came out to say that Noah Lyles was ignorant for making those comments because the best players in the world play in the NBA. So whenever an NBA team wins a championship, they should be considered the world champions. And other people out here were like, wait a minute, this is absolute stupidity. How can an NBA team playing against another NBA team in the United States win a championship be considered the world championship when there are other teams and leagues around the world? How is this possible? The NBA is not the only league. It is the National Basketball Association, not the International Basketball. So there was this back and forth about it, right? People were agreeing with him. People were disagreeing with him. Then Team USA loses. And apparently, Noah Lyles decided to jump on the troll wagon and basically go out there and laugh at some of these cats. So we actually got this information from fadeawayworld.net. So I want to read a little bit from this article. It says, Noah Lyles trolls Team USA after FIBA World Cup elimination against Germany. The article continues on. Recently, we saw Team USA shockingly lose in the FIBA World Cup to Germany 111-113. That was definitely a shock to a lot of observers, as Team USA was widely viewed as the favorite to win gold ahead of the tournament. Now, the best they can get is bronze, and that is if they manage to beat Canada on Sunday. There is no doubt that a lot of people roasted Team USA after the loss. One of them was Noah Lyles. The World Championship sprinter attacked the NBA for calling their title winners world champions. We saw Lyles like posts on Twitter following Team USA's elimination, with posts suggesting he was right about the NBA. Now, we're going to put up some of the images of posts that he liked. So here are some of the images where Noah Lyles. You see one where he liked the tweet there. You see another one where Germany on Bleacher Report, he liked that one there. And there's another one where he likes all of these different tweets where it's him essentially going at, at Team USA. And, he was basically having, cracking some fun, making some, having fun, making fun of the Team USA team. So here are my thoughts on this. Number one, worked out perfectly for him. Because on the live we produced in the comments, people were saying Noah Lyles is somewhere right now, cracking up, laughing at these NBA players after talking all of that mess. They then went out there and lost and lost the game. And he said, so wait a minute, how can you be world champs when you just lost in that game? To me, it was idiotic to even begin with. It was idiot. It's like maybe some people don't understand geography. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it. Maybe some people think that the United States is like the world. I don't know what it is. It was like this insulated view of the world, which was alarming and shocking to a lot of people. Like, wait a minute, what? How can you take a position like this? On a larger scale, I think the international game has caught up to the NBA players. I think that if they go in there thinking that, they're just going to go out there and beat these boys, they're going to have a rude awakening. Why do I say this? I listen to some people, for example, Keyshawn Johnson, say, oh, no, there's no big deal. We're going to get our best players and we're going to send them out there and they're going to be just fine. 2004. 2004, the NBA sent their best players and they got the bronze that year. In 2004, Allen Iverson, Tim Duncan, Lamar Odom, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, all of these guys were on that team and they got the bronze. In 2008, if you go look at the game that they won in the Olympics finals, I believe it was against Spain. It was a very, very competitive game. It didn't look like the USA just ran away with that game. They were competing, and it took some clutch plays down the stretch from Kobe and others to ensure that they won that game. USA isn't blowing out teams in the semifinals, quarterfinals, or the final. It ain't happening. So to still have this mental disposition of basically we're just going to go out there, roll out of bed, go out there and beat these guys, you're going to have a rude awakening. Another thing that I wanted to cover in the live that I didn't get a chance to cover that I'm going to cover here is that this small ball lineup is getting destroyed on an international stage. This small ball lineup that these guys like to roll out there, it ain't going to happen. And some of the best big men in the NBA are not American born. So you cannot send Joel Embiid to go play. You cannot send Nikola Jokic to go play. Giannis is not playing. All of these guys are going to be playing for their respective countries. So which leaves us with who? Anthony Davis? Anthony Davis ain't going to go play. Jaren Jackson Jr., I think the defensive player of the year. Well, you saw him there. So who are they sending? So to just automatically assume that, all we're going to do is we're going to put our best players, they're going to go out there, they're going to see us, they're going to genuflect, and they're going to get afraid because they're going to see Kevin Durant, they're going to see LeBron James, they're going to see all of these guys, and they're just going to bow down to us, and we're going to win the game, speaks to the alarming amount of hubris that exists within these people's thinking. to just think that these guys are just going to roll over. You got to go play tactical basketball. And when it comes to tactics, those European teams play it to a T. Let me give you guys the coaching staff of the Team USA that just lost. Steve Kerr, Eric Spoelstra, and Tyronn Lue. These guys are arguably considered the best 3 NBA coaches in the NBA today, and they couldn't even formulate a roster and schemes to go out there and win. So to think that, oh, all it's going to take is for us to just plug in these players, and so you're going to play everybody on the court, is it not a 5-on-5 game? This is how you get beat. The minute you start underestimating your competition is when you get beat. All this sounds like is hubris, complacency, and a laissez-faire approach. And this is how you get beat. Going in thinking, oh, nothing's going to happen to me because it's us. After all, I mean, who can stand in front of us? This is how you lose. So the USA is going to have to address a lot of things. One of them predominantly being the size issue. And Giannis ain't going to be on Team USA. Nikola Jokic ain't going to be on USA. Joel Embiid ain't going to be on you. And those are the 3 best big men in the NBA. Unless you're hoping that Anthony Davis, who is reluctant to play the 5, is going to suit up and go play for Team USA. Good luck making that happen. So to me, it's going to be pretty interesting. If these guys don't get their act together, they'll go in there and lose too. You can't just assume that, oh my God, we're just going to go out there and beat these guys. It took a Herculean effort from Kevin Durant to win the last Olympics. But we'll see. We'll see. So what I want to know from you guys is simply this. Number one, do you think that Noah Lyles is right for cracking these jokes on Team USA? And number two, do you think that Team USA, all they have to do is just summon their best players to go out there, put them on a court together, and then they're going to go out there and win the Olympic gold? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section, and we'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.